All right, all right, all right. Welcome. We are playing some Dungeons and Drakenheim at GM We're having some fun and very excited that we've got a brand new player coming into the campaign today. Uh, so we're ready to go. Been a few weeks and now back, and we should see Branch after he's got his IRL things taken care of coming in as well. If any of you have been watching the VODs, you have seen that a little bit. We had our crew, after realizing that Clarissa's mom was probably forever dead, they released her from the time loop that she was in and ended up pledging themselves, or trying to pledge themselves, to Lucretia Matthias's sect of the Falling Fire. Redflow, of course, succeeded in this, while Wisp failed. Apparently, her heart and mind were not ready to join with the delirium at the city's core. Following this, Redflow was able to take the very injured Wisp and Bright Shot out of the city, him now being immune to the effects of the delirium within, and has made their way back to Emberwood Village, where they have been able to rest and recover. Of course, some of you have had some contamination, which does not go away on the long rest, and may have to deal with that here. However, otherwise, you have been able to rest now at a little bit. So we will begin here. So, here in Emberwood Village, which has become the major trade hub just outside of Drakenheim, where delirium shards that adventurers pull from the city are traded and sold at bulk prices, as well as the used gear that is picked off the corpses of the hundreds of adventurers who never come back is sold to Aldor the Immense, that he then resells himself for new adventurers who will likely die in the ruins, where he will end up buying back their gear to sell to the next group that comes in. As is the custom of Wisp and Redflow, you had tried to stay upon the shrine that Zoya keeps within the town, that's dedicated to the old ways and the old gods. However, even she recommended that you get a night's rest. So, trading a little bit of gold and some good favors, you have been able to find a little bit of rest here. Where you've decided here is an area called the Bark and Buzzard, which is nested among the residential cottages of Emberwood. It's really a public house, and mostly for unwinding, though they have made 2 beds, or sorry, 3 for Wisp, Redflow, and Bright Shot in the back for now. And knowing that soon, to further all of your goals, you'll have to make it back into the village. A mixer of sorts has been arranged uh, here. There are a few parties of adventurers that have perished and others that have left. And so, generally, this news, such as that you had, is among a few groups. And thus, a little invitation has been put out and is being sponsored by the Knights of the Silver Order, likely to curry favor for some of the missions and things that they are trying to do. As right now, with many residents, um, they're quite unpopular. For some, they are treating this place as though it is some type of project instead of a place where people live. For others who are making their living off of delirium, the Civil Order is out to burn and destroy all of it, thus taking away their livelihood. And there's a few who quietly appreciate what they're trying to do to save the city and possibly bring it back. At any rate, sponsored as thus with free watered down ale and some bread, as well as a few fruits that have been brought in, especially at great cost here. It is a somewhat disappointing attendance and turnout, as essentially it is Wisp and Redfall and Brightshot, and Branch is still planted himself over by the shrine and is still resting. But only one other individual has come in here seeking to reform and regroup. Though you do see many have formed, former adventurers in Drakenheim formed a little bit of a caravan of safety together as they all travel back to their respective cities, not wanting to come to the ruins ever again. So walking in, Leo, you can go ahead and describe your character. What do they see?
Hector, he steps in, kind of like brushing off his scarf that he wears, faded red scarf. Brushes off some of the leaves and the dust from walking in. Sees Wisp and Redflower inside, right?
Yes.
He sees them off to the distance, but he's just kind of looking around for a drink, kind of a little confused by the fairy person off in the distance, but kind of just looking for food, maybe some warmth. Is there like a bar or like anywhere like he could talk to?
There's benches that are arranged beside a cask, and there's like some tables, but there's not a bar.
He just kind of like sits down at one of the benches, pulls out his lyre, just like starts tuning it absentmindedly, looking around, trying to find any of the adventurers.
Okay. Then, Justin, I want you to describe what your characters look like and what you do when you see this individual.
All right. So you will see it's been a 3'4" fairy. She has these blazing. Well, they're not red anymore because I have corruption now. I'm pretty sure. Right, Matt? It's been a month. Yeah. So her eyes are just like these kind of foggy, almost like eyes. She has gray skin, silver hair, this little horn that protrudes from her head. Her dress is covered in snowflakes, and she's just kind of sitting there, hanging out, talking to Redflow. And you'll see on their table, well, it's not a table, she's pulled together a couple barrels, and she's made a little sign that says tryouts. And she's looking to Zane, or Redflow and Brightshot, and she's going, "Hey, at least they're not playing a piano."
Then
I
Rachel.
suppose their performance is better than brunches. Call back to when he tried to talk to animals on stage.
Do they happen to have any drinks by their tryout stand?
There is a drink.
Hector
Not
like
sure
tries
what
to
it is.
smoothly.
You can decide what you have. So you go to drink it? Is that what you said, Hector?
Yes, I go to slide into like as suave as I can, as subtly, like I was always there, and be like, hey, my name's Hector.
You
Gonna
here for
drink
the
that?
tryouts? Oh, this? No, this is for you.
Thanks.
Cool. And what are they tasting, Wisp?
Her special Kool-Aid.
What is this? I look at
Not alcohol. You have now just committed your life to me.
You really shouldn't take offerings from Faye.
That's Faye.
Yeah, hi. You missed the wings?
I've seen a lot. I was just kind of going with it. I don't know. So I've done what now?
Oh, you just like, I like making deals. It's fine. But that Kool-Aid stuff that you drank, yeah, it just means that you're part of our group now. And you kind of owe me your life. It's fine. It's fine.
Sure. Yeah. I'm okay with life owing, I guess. So what does your group do?
We're trying to actually, well, some of us, I guess, are trying. Our main goal is trying to heal Drakenheim.
Heal Drakenheim.
Yeah.
And how long have you been at this for?
A week.
Years. The answer is years.
Oh, you're right. Years.
Years. Okay. How's that been going for you guys?
Not well.
Well, Drakenheim is a very gloomy place. You could probably use some, wonderful entertainment here and there, get your spirits up.
You don't play pianos, do you?
Not in a long time, no.
Never. You're never allowed to in this group.
Sure, I don't think I could carry one around anyway.
Good. But yeah, entertainment's cool as long as there's no pianos and singing in a bar over and over.
No spontaneous musical numbers.
That city's very weird.
No spontaneous music. Okay, these are reasonable demands. I can do these. Yeah. So, how far into Drakenheim were we going, guys?
I mean, we have to get throughout the whole city. There's certain places right now. Well, we're trying to get. We probably shouldn't show you. Hey, do we have a room here, Matt, or like a space? Nobody else can see us.
It's no, not really. It's really just two beds they brought 3 beds they brought out for you that have now been put away. It was really just because you had been so beat up they gave you this as a favor to Zoya. Because this place is more like a house that's been a little bit converted. And so really it's just a loft where they sleep.
Gotcha.
Also, wasn't this like a mixer sponsored by like the the Silvers? Hold on.
Yeah, the Knights of the Silver Order.
Yeah. Didn't
They
they
aren't
set this
that
up?
popular.
What do you mean? They're paladins. This is like a city messed up.
Yeah, except like some of the people, like, okay, to give you the rundown, we were hired by them, and that's why we're kind of here, because we're still technically hired by them, but we were sent in to like stop these dwarves that were like mining the delirium and then selling it to others. Well, and the paladins don't like that, so they're like, either you have to go in and tell them to quit, and if they don't quit, you have to annihilate them.
Annihilate. That's a
Yes,
pretty
like,
big boy
yeah.
word right there.
So we go in to go meet them. We're thinking, these must be bad dwarves, and then we find out it's just two brothers and a sister, in a family business.
Of illegally mining and selling delirium.
Yes, legally though. They were doing nothing wrong because there's no rules against it yet.
Okay.
So we, didn't want to be like, we're just gonna slaughter you because you guys are trying to make a living. So we kind of haven't told them that part yet. But yeah, we're kind of on the fence with them. There's actually like about 5 organizations in the city we should probably tell you about.
I've heard about some of them, yeah, on my way here.
Yeah, there's these ones called the Queen's Men. I don't think she's a queen, but she's like the rogue queen of the city, the thief. She pretty much has all her people rob people and like hurt anybody. Like, they killed children just because they threw a rock at them.
Okay.
So bad people. We haven't really
It's
met
not like
her
anyone
yet.
here's good people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there might be a few out there. So we haven't met her, but we do have a way possibly to meet her. We just haven't gone that direction. There's also a group called the Hooded Lanterns, which we haven't really encountered yet. We encountered one of their people that we helped, actually. They seem alright. If I'm correct, they're the mages, correct, Matt?
The Hooded Lanterns?
Yeah. Or
No.
Okay,
The Hooded Lanterns are what's left of kind of like the city guard.
Okay.
And they they still, like, they're the ones, they met you and said, like, you're not allowed to take delirium out of the city.
Gotcha.
You're not allowed to, like, loot here. They try to maintain, like, law and order, though they're not. Drakenheim really has no overarching authority of government that can back them up. They've just doing it on their own accord.
Okay. Yeah, we just helped out Lord Commander. That's all. So yeah, we met one of the commander guards. They're kind of just like, they try to patrol the best they can. Then there is, I forget what the mages are called.
A female voice from behind you says, "The Amethyst Academy."
That would be them.
And you turn to see a tiefling woman who's wearing a purple jacket with a high collar. And belted at her waist are several pouches and pockets. On her right finger, you see 5 rings. And she has 2 oddly shaped brown horns that sprout backwards from flowing blue hair, creating the impression of 2 boats at sea. And she kind of smiles with teeth that are too sharp, and her tongue just looks a little too long, giving a little bit of a unsettling feeling. And it seems that the Civil Order has stood all of you up.
So it would seem, madam. How How are you doing on this gloomy afternoon?
I'm doing fine, and I've heard satisfactory reports from your two conversation partners here about their how they've generally been, and it's interesting that you might see at least the personal value of people, given your unwillingness to stop the mining operation.
I think you guys just ratted yourselves out.
You don't work for the Knights, right?
No.
Okay, good.
As she gets a little quiet, she does sort of look around as she says, I represent the Academy.
We met somebody from there. His name was Osiris.
Yes. Has he survived?
Yeah, he was trapped in a bar for a long time. I think he's headed back to
Oh.
the Academy now.
Very good. Well, that's actually who I heard a little bit from. And I must say that your ability to unravel a wish spell has got my attention. So,
Who unraveled a wish spell?
Yeah. Things happen.
It's why Wisp doesn't like Pianus.
yes, while we're still researching that, there is something I'm wondering if you'd all be able to help me with. And really, the Academy. Think of this, if you so desire, as a beginning assignment to see if you would be useful. There's various things within the city that we would very much like to acquire. But right now, there's an experiment my colleagues have been working on that requires a rather large piece of delirium. And it is quite hard to come upon them on the outer regions. And as I'm sure you know, the Hooded Lanterns attempt to get a hard line on getting anything that you can't smuggle in a pocket out of the inner city. But I think I might have a lead. It seems that the Rat's Nest, a tavern on the outer city, was struck directly by a fragment of the meteor. Something that big might still be around. And if so, we would be very interested in acquiring it if you're interested in getting some work. And of course, some gold.
We got to go into the inner city, right?
The outer city, actually.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was the Rat's Nest where we were?
No.
Okay, but was it close to that area?
The
'Cause
rats...
Because I know a meteor hit that place, and
It
because
did.
it fused with her, so that's why I was just curious.
Yeah, it's two different places.
Okay.
And they're not that close to each other.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha. So it's split. Okay.
Yeah, I think both are listed on the map I have in their resources. But those indeed. And if you are interested in accepting this deal and proving yourselves to be accomplished, then for grabbing the shard from me, I am willing to pay you more than it is worth. Something along the size that we need would be about 1,000 gold. I'm willing to offer you 1,250.
Am I included in this deal?
If these are your new compatriots.
Am I?
You did drink the Kool-Aid.
All right, so it seems. I am most definitely excited to start this. Yes. Altruistically, I will help you. To help you.
Perfect. You will find working with the Academy to be your best deal here. And I don't mean that in any other way than it is simply the truth. We take care of the people. And the one thing we ask is discretion. We don't wish anyone to know of our operations or that we are even hiring people here. So do not tell anyone of your employment. Your continued discretion ensures continued work.
Then, if that's the case, we would like to tell you that we will be. Not obviously, we're here with the knights right now, but our true alignments at the moment aren't with them and fall more in line with the Fallen Fire, who we will probably be helping along the way. So we'll be helping you, but our cover will be helping them.
That sounds fine to me. The Falling Fire, I think they're a bit radical and insane, but harmless and kind. They've sheltered mages and others and helped them get out the best they can. So,
You know, maybe once we prove into you our trust and loyalty, you could then also... Redflow. Is there any other eyes around us?
no, in fact, people kind of seem to. You actually see someone who looks like they're about to sit at your table as if they're about to sit on you before, like, they kind of stop for a moment and look away and they go sit somewhere else as River just smiles.
Perfect.
Wisp,
Red...
they're always watching. They never relent.
She goes, I'm. She has introduced herself as River. She hasn't. I'm River, the Amethyst Academy, and when you talk with me, I make sure that we're not seen.
Redflow, show her what you have.
As you wish. I assume I wouldn't be wearing armor in the middle of the bar, so I'd probably just be like, just shift the cloak aside to reveal that implanted in my chest is a gem.
You've been able to plant
Purple
delirium
glow.
in your heart.
I
Interesting.
watched her do the ritual, but I know it's a ritual of faith, but all rituals also come with magic.
Indeed.
And this, if we make this a pact, you guys might be able to learn something from this.
If anything you are able to get that we can study and send off to our agents would be richly awarded. And as I said, we are fair employers, and since this is based on speculation, I am willing to pay an advance to each of you. And she puts out 4 potions of healing.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Like I said. Should you find nothing, you at least have these as compensation. And if you find this and bring it back, the gold is yours. However, For such exchanges,
Now, what happens if
this
like we
place-
find like a giant piece of it? Like, you want the whole thing, or is there like a certain amount you want or need?
the whole shard is what is required. Delirium is very strange. You can't reduce its size without a vast mass explosion. It's also quite impossible to join pieces together to get the same effects as a large piece. And the size dimensions give exponentially more arcane energy.
Bigger
So the
piece
big
better.
is much better.
You're sure you'll be able to use this delirium safely?
We understand many precautions. And like I said, it's been requested and approved through our rigorous standards.
I have no qualms with this. My goddess, what about you?
Swiss, but I like the term. I think this could actually help us in both ways. Red Flow, Bright Shot, any?
We're just here to back you up.
Perfect. Then we will be heading to the rat's nest quickly and find you your shard, my lady.
She nods.
Ugh.
Meet me at the Eckerman Mill. This place is a bit too public to do our business. Once you've completed your assignment.
Is that in this village?
It is not. The Eckerman Mill is probably like about 10 miles away from the village.
Okay, it's outside the village. Okay. That's what I just
Yeah,
wanted
in
to check.
fact, it's a whole other direction from the city.
Is it then? I'm guessing it might be out at the rat's nest direction up that way.
It is on the map if you look.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, the mill. Yeah, I see it.
And Cleo, did you
Oh.
find the map that I've been talking about?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, to Eckerman Mill. So it's above. Okay. So we would question: could we go through that to get that way? I know we only see the directions on the map, but is there like ways to get to the mill outside of the city, or would we have to go through the city to get that way?
Crossing the Drand's your biggest issue.
Yeah, I figured we're gonna have to go through the ferry because we won't have to get past the wall this time already.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we can use him and get across the river.
Yeah, absolutely. So it just simply depends. If you want to take like a day to get around to the mill, you can. But if you're trying to get more to the rat's nest directly, then you can go ahead and do the ferry. So.
Yeah. All right, we will see you there once we retrieve your giant shard of delirium.
Good. And you see she kind of waves her hand, and it almost seems like people notice you if you're like, oh, are they always there? And as you look back, you see that she has the appearance of an older woman, human, with gray hair. She stands up and leaves.
Well, wasn't she beautiful in both forms?
Yes, the elderly are beautiful in their forms. Are you going to age like that?
Am I? I would probably look a little bit like that, but with like chiseled abs. abs and like muscles out the wazoo. You know, the usual for old men.
Never been around many old men. Interesting.
It's the usual, yeah.
Is that true, Redflow?
Doubtful.
No, shh, ha.
It's true. All right. Well, if you're ready, I suppose. Do you need anything before we leave? Like,
Food would be.
I mean, do you have a
wonderful.
will made?
A will? Not mine.
Do you want to?
No.
Okay,
I don't have anywhere for any of my possessions to go.
so we can keep them. I mean,
Sure.
not like anything
Just
bad's gonna
don't-
happen.
Just don't throw me at whatever's in there.
No, we
I
don't
think
throw
we'll be
people
good.
at them. We run from it. Oh, we should tell you. The thing before we were interrupted by that beautiful elderly woman and her trying to sell her amazing cookies. We were talking about the other factions. Obviously, we kind of served the Fallen Fire. The ones that you saw, my friend over here. Yes. We also brought them a scepter that was really valuable. We found out later. It's fine. I'm totally not upset about that. And she's totally not using me to get what she wants by keeping me at a distance and not letting me in the monastery right now. Nope. Nope. Totally not. And then there's the Sacred Flame. They're like the opposite. I mean, they believe in, like, they don't believe in the meteor, right? They believe.
Who are you talking about? The
Sacred
falling
Flame.
fire?
No, the
No,
Sacred
Sacred
Flame.
Flame.
Yeah.
The sacred flame. Yeah, they believe the meteor is a thing of evil,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that it is going to corrupt and destroy the world. It needs to be purged.
So they're like kind of the opposite. The Falling Fire believes that this came down to help, and like they're kind of crazed, you'd say, by like the looking of things. But and then the Sacred Flames, where they kind of think the meteor is evil, and that it should be purged out, but they're not really in line with like trying to kill people over it, like the Knights of the Silver Order, where they're just more like, we'll just destroy the whole place and start over if we can. The Sacred Flame is trying to find like a peaceful way of like, we have to get rid of this, but try to do it the right way. It's very complicated with all these groups because none of them want to work together.
Well, I wouldn't want to work with the people that commit genocide anyway, and I'm sure that's how a lot of them are thinking.
Yeah. But also, I guess things we've encountered, don't go over the walls if you're near any of the walls of this outer city.
Why?
'Cause gargoyles and dragons will tend to come alive. They look like statues, but they're not. They are real, and they will chase you and attack you and try to kill you.
Yeah.
So we've learned that. We've also learned there's multiple gates, but some of them seem to be protected by other creatures.
Keep an eye out for mysterious puddles on the ground. They tend to be oozes.
Puddles? How do I tell if a puddle is mysterious? Aren't puddles random by nature?
These
If
ones.
it's not water,
If it looks black,
and even if it is water, this is Drakenheim. Just don't trust it in general.
Okay. So we're gonna like tie a rope to our waists, like at like a 5 foot rate, like intervals, so that we can never like get separated from each other. And
you know, that's actually how we got over the wall. I tied a rope to my waist, and then I flew up, and everyone else, and then I pulled them all up, and then they came up. That's how we figured out the things come alive, because I went over the wall that way.
should we get like? Is there a time limit on these kinds of deals? Like, do we need to go anywhere in particular?
No, I think it's mainly if we live.
Ah, so the bar's low.
Yes, very low. Most people don't live long around here, it seems like. Or they become corrupted very heavily. Have you been in the city yet?
Just once, a while ago.
Insight check. Roll your deception or persuasion.
Yeah, deception, persuasion, your choice.
Persuasion. 13.
26 insight. I got a natural 20.
So is there anything that you were hiding, or?
No, I was in the city once a long time ago. I ran. I mean, I ran from the city.
Wes is more trying to glean, like, have you been around the inner, like, seen some of the things that are in there?
So let's say from that you get that they've been in the city pre-meteor, but not since it's
Okay.
happened.
She's going, oh man, you're in for it. All right. The last person we, like, really hung out with in the city became almost like a full snake lady.
An attractive snake lady?
Yeah, she was gorgeous. And so were all her snakes on her head and her giant arm one.
Ah. Our tastes differ a very little bit, fairy lady.
I mean, she wasn't always like that. I saw her mom, and then Wes was gonna disguise self and then show her what, like, she looked like as a little girl, Clarissa. And she's like, she used to look like this. And just like this cute little girl.
This is unsettling.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. All right, let's head off.
Right. Is there anything you want to get before you leave? Any stops, or because what is your contamination levels right now, Wisp?
Ooh. It's been a while. I think I'm only at 2.
2. Okay. So, if you want to try to do anything like that before you make your way for this.
Do we have anything out now, though?
Yeah, I don't know what gold you guys were able to.
We don't have any. Yeah, because we spent a whole time at a bar trying to save a mom. We have no gold. And
Okay.
Yeah, we're just like, I guess we just head in. Reptila, we really need this money.
Indeed.
Okay. So your idea here is to proceed towards the ferry that you saw last time and take Hector with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Good. Okay. All right. So from the Eckerman then, and what pace are we going at? Normal or more stealth? So when we do the pacing, the big thing with the pacing here is every hour within the city, Antonio, is there's a chance to come upon something awful and horrible that will try to kill you.
Yeah.
And so that's where the pace kind of comes in. You get different bonuses for the pace, but it does take about an hour, a mile an hour to move through the city.
Hector, what type of pace would you like to travel? You feel more of a slow, stealthy pace, a normal pace where we can keep our eyes out, or a quick pace we'll just try to get there?
Let's go a slower pace. I'm not that athletic of a person, so we should. I'm just a bard.
Are you stealthy though? Are you pretty good at hiding?
I could disappear into the darkness if you wanted me to. Sounds like
Thank
that'd be too
God.
hard.
Finally. You'll see. We aren't the best. Bright shot, you get advantage on, or not bright shot, red blow gets advantage on stealth.
Why, thank you.
So we will move slow, Matt.
Okay, so that means at a slow pace, you're going to end up. Remember here, I think it's either 2 or 4 hours. Okay. Let's say 2. So, go ahead and give me a roll of a d6 for the first hour of travel, each of you.
D6. Trace.
6.
1.
Okay.
Yep. Let's start.
Perfect. It's a quarter mile, so this will be 4 hours. So in this first one, you begin pushing your way through as best you can. And you see looking like they're sculpting or carving what seems to be a wall that has been fused with the bodies of people, and the whole thing has been turned to glass, and he seems to be making this sculpture out of it, just finishing. You see an enormous green-skinned troll. You see its large pack that is like halfway open, and you can just see meat, a kind of a combination of claws and hands, as well as a large tankard of ale. That kind of blocks your way forward. Because you're doing this slow pace, yeah. Give me a stealth check, group stealth check.
Yeah, there's also a bunch of trolls everywhere, Hector.
Oh, that would have been a little bit helpful to know before we ran into one.
I rolled 5 on stealth.
What's your advantage?
Yep, I rolled 5 twice.
I got an 11.
30-20.
Okay. As you approach, Red Flow's heavy step breaks some glass beneath. And you see kind of the crack in an instant spider, and then crack the sculpture. As the troll looks angrily. Meat killed art.
You're right, it is good to meet you.
Hector, entertain!
Ah, yes. You know me, just ready to do it out of the blue. He's gonna
Guidance!
He's gonna cast dancing lights to make just a bunch of glowing orbs, kind of like around the troll. I think I can make up to 4.
Okay. And I guess so you're trying to distract? Give me a deception check.
30-20.
Okay. Very good. Dirty 20. It kind of looks as it's trying to slash at the lights as its hand goes through them, realizing they're insubstantial, which will give them a disadvantage on initiative, which you all needing to roll. D&D Beyond, if you
Yippee.
please.
Dirty 20. Guys, I'm a bard, I swear. I just happened to
12.
go first.
Cool. So Zane, if you hit initiative as opposed to Dex check, that helps populate the.
Whoops, I clicked the
my
wrong
thing.
thing. My bad.
It's all good. I have the 12. I just wanted to. I saw it come up. I just wanted
Oh,
to remind you.
whoops.
You're good to go. All right, so all of you will go first since you beat. What's happening here?
All right.
Okay, we'll get going, and I think it's a little small combat, so we're going to go ahead and do Theater of the Mind for now. Though we do have minis and big sets that we'll do for other ones, Cleo.
Cool.
To let you know. But let's get this moving. So, Hector, you get to go first. This troll stands about 30 feet in front of you and swaps the lights and now kind of gives a big yell as you see what you thought were sharp knives they were carving with are this humongous claws that are laced with pieces of delirium as it spreads them out and roars.
Ah, well, goodness gracious, I hate this. And he's going to cast Fairy Fire on the troll.
You got it. That's a dex save, I believe?
Yes, it is a dex save.
13.
What does it need to beat? Yeah, it's a 14.
All right. So the light comes around. What did yours look like as it kind of makes them glow and shine?
It's gonna be like a kind of like a checkered, like glowing pattern that just like fades in and out around them, with like a golden glow.
Nice. All right. So all attacks have initiative. Anything? Oh, sorry, advantage. Anything else?
It would just be bonus action left, right?
Mhm.
Nah, I'm just gonna start to back up slowly.
You
As
got
a
it.
big troll.
All right. So we'll see you get about 45 feet away as you're like, okay. Priest Redflow.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna take a gamble and see if this actually works. I'm gonna use my action to light a torch,
Okay.
and then I'll have. Let me see if there's anything I want to do for my bonus action. Might as well try and give Wisp some protection. Actually, I'll go for give the Bard some protection because they put the spell up.
Nice.
Alright, Bard, friend.
Yes.
For the next minute, against the first attack that is made towards you, you have 1 AC higher. So good. Hope it doesn't crit or roll high. Good luck.
Gives me a 15 instead of a 14. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then that'll be on my character's turn. And then Bright Shot, they're gonna, not be right by the troll. They're gonna move away, and they're gonna use their Eldritch Strike
Okay. Back up 45 feet.
for, I believe, 19 to hit.
That all right?
Yay. And then I'll roll the d10 for damage for 9 force. Wait, not 9, 12 force damage.
Nice. You got it. Plunges in and disintegrates a little bit of flesh around the troll's chest. Wisp.
All right. Let's go. So How close are we to the troll?
30 feet.
30 feet. I am going to. Yeah. I'm going to use my channel divinity and summon my duplicate as a small mere invisible wisp appears behind it and starts dancing around and going, haha, I'm right here. You can't touch me. I'm just a giant piece of meat. And then bonus action. I'm going to. So I'm going to fly in the air. Sorry, Hector. And then I'll put Sanctuary on you, though, just in case the troll does come at you.
Cushy life I live over here.
Perfect. Looking around, annoyingly, it goes to try to bite the illusion here, which would be 17, as it clumps down on nothing. And looks with red flow being up there, runs over, taking its large claws, trying to rend you to some pieces. First attack for red flow is 17.
Misses by 1.
And then a natural 20.
I expected as much.
All right. So first one you're able to dodge, but it takes carefully and inserts its claws underneath the armor and comes up for 18 slashing damage.
I'll do it.
And you do see, as it runs and does this, the wounds that Bright Shot had come upon them seem to heal and vanish. Hector, it's your turn.
Well, I don't like the fact that this guy is just recklessly charging, so I'm going to cast Blindness Deafness to attempt to blind the troll.
You got it. That's wisdom?
Yeah, Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. That is an 8.
Yay!
Awesome.
Blinded troll.
So what's it look like to blind the troll?
He's going to pull out his deck of cards and kind of like shuffle them in his hands and throws a Joker card out, like nailing him in the eyes. It explodes into glittery gold powder.
Amazing. Pretty blindness. No. Anything else?
I want to. What do I have for bonus actions? I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Red Flow.
You got it.
Why, thank you.
Red Flow, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to take this gamble because I don't know if this will actually hurt the troll. I'm going to swing a torch at it.
You got it.
For 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Yay. And so here's the fun thing. Did you know that you apply your strength modifier to torch damage?
Yeah, but I think it comes across as bludgeoning, but yes.
Nah, it says if you make a melee attack with a burning torch and hit, it deals 1 fire damage.
Right.
And then under where is this? And then under where did it go? And then under melee attacks, if you make a melee attack, which it specifies the torch as, it applies strength to modifier to it.
Okay. Yep. So
don't worry, mine's only 3, so that's
does it
just
also
4
matter?
fire damage.
So 4 fire, very good.
They just bonk them on the side. And
All
I
right.
can't use my bonus action to help me out, so I'm just gonna go have my cohort make their shot now.
Nice.
For 17 on the die. I believe that hits.
It does.
For now, I actually rolled a 6 on the die for 9 force damage.
Nice.
Full circle, baby.
All
I'll be
right.
on my turn.
Back with the fire. It looks very frustrated. Wisp.
He looks frustrated, but he can't see that he's frustrated.
Yep. Her duplicate's gonna move up behind him and go, I told you I'm still right here. And then it's gonna put her hands out and squeeze right into his butt and inflict wounds.
Nice. Roll to attack.
And this is an advantage.
Could have blinded.
So,
Very fired.
You don't get to not roll at advantage.
16.
16 hits.
That's 4d10 necrotic.
Nice.
That is 20 necrotic.
Very good. As the butt cheeks begin to rot away under your touch.
That certainly was the phrase.
That's what he did. He did.
I'm a
All
fairy.
right. Anything else?
No. Nope. I'm just gonna stay flying for me in the air, kind of going. You got this, guys.
All right. Seems like the fire has caused them not to be able to heal their wounds as they go to bite at Bright Shot with disadvantage for a 19.
Red flow and that hits.
Yeah, red flow. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No worries.
That is
Close.
7 piercing damage. Sorry, what?
I was gonna ask if I was close enough for a reaction.
What reaction?
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, you can still rebarbs if you want.
I would love to silvery barb.
Oh, that's higher.
No.
Take my 7 damage.
Yep. It's gonna come with its claw at disadvantage for a 14 for a miss. The second claw comes down for
Double that,
a
20.
15 for a miss. So you just got a bite. Then Hector.
My turn?
Yes.
Alright. I am going to then... I'll see if... I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter at the troll. Wisdom saving check.
Got it. 4.
Doesn't beat a 14!
Nice.
Alright. It is now... at the end of its turn, each time it takes damage... What? It's prone, and incapacitated, unable to stand up for the duration.
Okay. So it drops down, blinded and laughing.
And on fire.
Yes. Red flow.
So do you want me to hit it while it's still laughing?
Yeah, hit it, please.
Gotcha. Alright, I'll try and swing with the torch, and just so you know I'm not proficient in this, so I've been rolling with a +3 instead of +5.
Got it.
Doesn't matter, because I rolled a 14 on the die.
Very good. That hits.
4 more fire damage, and then I'll roll for my cohort. 18 on the die. I'm really glad I have advantage, though, because the other die's like 6. For 9 more force damage. And I'll be on my turn.
All right. Like a bloodied. With Hideous Laughter, they save if they take damage, or does it end?
Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature... what?
I think it'd take 2 saves, and then at the end of its turn, it would make another save.
Oh, I'm looking at Fairy Fire. That's why that's wrong. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha.
Target has
Okay.
advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Okay. That's a 19. So it stops laughing, but it is still prone. It is no longer incapacitated. Wisp, it's your turn.
Now that it's prone, she's just gonna start dancing on it, and her feet are going to send out the inflict wounds again because it's a touch spell. So
Nice.
your little fairy form to start dancing on the troll's body. Advantage. Changing beyond. For a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 24 damage.
Ooh, nice. Some more of it rots away. The fire contaminating its flesh so it can't get it up. It's going to go ahead. Stand. Did you have anything else, Wisp?
Nope, that was it.
Okay. Still blinded. And I think, let's see here. It's going to reach out. Actually, it's disadvantage. A disadvantage. That's a 19 to hit Red Flow.
That'll do it.
How is that your disadvantage roll?
Because the other one was an extra 20.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And that is 8 piercing damage. It comes to actually just as a bite. And here comes a claw disadvantage for 13. And one more for 22. A
Do
natural
it.
20 and a 15. For 11 slashing damage.
I'm on 2 health. Let's go.
All right, Hector.
Watching Redflow get absolutely pummeled into the earth by the supposedly blind troll.
You canceled out crits, hey.
Yay! It got 19!
Yeah, I would have been down if it wasn't for you canceling those crits out.
Can I, how far away am I from it now?
45 feet.
Alright, can I dash in front of, Redflow? Am I close enough?
I mean, you can run in. You'd be 15 feet away. Then you could action dash and use up your action to get in front of him, but it's up to you.
I'll do that, yeah.
Okay. You kind of go in like, you have to hit me. It's very cool. Then
Please don't hit me. Pain hurts, pain hurts.
Red Flow.
Hi.
Your turn.
I shall hit them with the torch. Because I'm still up. And I rolled a 14 on the die for 4 more fire damage.
Okay, 14 will miss. Oh, 14 on the die. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
plus 3 more.
Got
For
it.
17 total.
4, there we go.
And then since this troll is blinded, I will risk moving away because I don't know if it has any alternative senses, but if it doesn't, can't make an opportunity attack.
Yeah, get away. Does not seem to do anything.
Yay! And then I'll have my cohort go and try and murderize this troll.
Murderize. I'm glad our vocabulary is slowly expanding.
For 8 force damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Red Flow shoves the torch in its chest cavity and backs off. And then while
Love
this
it.
troll's flailing around, Bright Shot just dissects it with a beam of force.
Nice. Opening it up so it burns from the inside. It falls deceased.
Are they all that big? Is that a
There's-
commonality?
Bigger ones that eat more people. Don't go near the east gate, because we call that the troll gate. Yes, because they ask for a toll at the troll gate, and the toll is a body limb. Why? Now you see why we go over walls.
No. I imagine there's a lot of corpses just kind of littering the area.
We never actually got close enough to look. We went over the wall.
I'm going to drink one of the potions of healing
Oh, you need healing, huh?
for 7 HP back.
And then Wisp will fly over to you, and well, not her actually, because she's still in there. Her invisible duplicate form will come over to you, and then dance around you in this weird little dance, and then boop you on the head for a cure wounds. You will get 17 HP back.
Why, thank you.
See, I heal people.
And Zane, go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh my. Leroy Jenkins. 5.
All right. Actually, go ahead and roll one more time.
Oh boy. 15.
Okay. Looking here, it seems as you watch the troll, seems like there's a piece of its kind of flesh that seems to still. It's odd. It almost like the flesh by itself sort of breathes. And but just this little patch, about a few inches wide, 3 inches, and it has the octarine color of delirium. But you think if you cut it out, you could use it as a restorative ointment.
Ooh. Cover me.
Cover you.
I believe we
Like a
have a use
blanket.
for this.
Used for what? The dead troll.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then I'll use my long sword to try and extract it.
You got it. So give me an attack roll.
You know what I still have? Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
Let me just see how much it is, because I don't remember off the top of my head. What is Bardic?
The D6.
Lovely. All right, Leroy Jenkins. Ooh, lovely. So 23.
Nice. Using your long sword, even though it's awkward, you're able to kind of slice it out and pull out a little section of the flesh. I think you get the whole piece.
So how are you gonna store that? I'm gonna just hold on to it.
Red Foe will set a chest down on the ground, pull out some tongs, and put it in the delirium box. Like that.
What is that?
That's our delirium box. Where we put our delirium that we find. You can't handle the stuff with your bare hands. You have to have proper essential equipment, we were told, so we had to buy it.
Why do you think
So-
I wear gloves?
How are we gonna carry that very big chunk of delirium that we're off to go?
Redfield carries it.
Okay. Sounds good.
And if he needs help, you help him.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm very weak, very frail. Don't do much of that working out stuff. I can't really lift all that much. But I'm very, you know.
And to think a moment ago, you were talking about having abs on abs.
Oh yeah.
Do I have bigger muscles than you? And Wisp is gonna fly up and like flex.
Technically, no, because you are smaller
Shh,
than him.
be quiet.
I bet you can lift more than me. I still think I'm stronger, mentally speaking.
Good. Just taking the tools, you continue your travel throughout the city. Everyone roll another d6.
I changed the dice even. I changed the dice. And still, it's just like you get a 1.
2. 1, 2, 6.
Oh,
You got a 6, Hector?
I did, yes.
Oh, wow. Another one. Okay, so you pushing through. Go ahead and give me the stealth checks again.
Advantage, still red blue.
13.
12.
It will, but it's not telling me. I think it was a dirty 20. 16. Yeah. dirty 20.
Okay. See, they talked about these things that are on the walls, and Wisp, you just see 4 of them flying overhead. Little drops of blood dripping from their claws, like they're coming back from a kill and hunting those who they think should not be around.
So, do we know who made them? Like,
Do they look like gargoyles?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're able to get down low as you jump into a nearby ruin that feels the stone is soft and wet as they and go down to safety.
See those things? Hector? Those are what you're chased by when you cross walls.
Okay. So do you
That's
know who,
the-
like
That's the good ones. If you get the unlucky ones, it's a dragon.
a dragon?
Yeah, they're bronze.
Do you know? Do they belong to a faction?
No, they just
Hey.
protect the city.
So they,
You probably saw them when you used to be here.
Did
'Cause
I?
they've been
Yeah,
here,
the
right, Matt?
the gargoyles and the dragons have been on the city walls since ever it was created.
Okay.
Though nobody really like found out too much. There was always like signs that said "Do not climb on walls." But may have heard the rumors that anyone climbing a wall of Drakenheim awakens these creatures, and they try to eat anyone who would try to cross a wall.
I didn't think they were real. Just they tell idiot kids on the street.
Well, first
Well,
hand
now you
experience,
know.
definitely real. And I feel bad
Uh.
for whoever they're chasing. Hopefully they run far enough because we have. Oh, well, we saw them flying in the city, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Oh.
people are dead. We've never done that part. We've only ran outside of the city. If you run outside of the city, they eventually stop.
So they have a radius then of when.
Yes, but we haven't tried the opposite. Like, let's go from wall into city.
Well, I feel like that's something we don't try anytime soon. How about you?
It seems more objectively lethal.
Yes,
Just a little bit. Feels a little bit dumb, no?
just a wee bit. All right.
All right. And hiding, there's something kind of rough underneath, and you find an old lockbox that seems mostly rusted.
Well,
Do you know how to pick locks?
I could figure it out. I'm sure I would definitely not have any experience picking locks at all. I am a law-abiding citizen.
Great. Hands you thieves' kit tools.
And I tap and cast guidance on you. You got this.
All right. Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
I am not.
I
Okay.
believe,
Yeah, then go ahead and give me a dex check.
I believe Jack of all trades applies to it, however.
Yes. So it would be
Half your proficiency.
dex, yeah, dex check and then an additional
17 plus 3, dirty 20.
one. Nice.
Plus a
You
d4.
open- Yeah,
24. Or I don't know. I didn't roll this
Y-
before.
you're good. As you open it up, you see what appears to be small family pictures of kids, and the rest of it's filled with 70 gold pieces.
I'll take the photo and I'll take the gold as well.
All right. In that case, as you're taking your third hour through the city, go ahead and roll the d6s.
Did you say 7 or 17?
7D, 70.
7D. Ah ha 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 ha.
You said I took 76 damage? No, I said you took 76 damage.
I got a 5.
2.
Also rolled a 5.
Nice. And making through is quite all right. And now that you're in the wharf, go ahead and roll another d6.
Eat any good books lately, Worf?
6.
2.
4. 2, 4,
Okay.
6.
Nice.
God's like me.
Absolutely. Then you're able to finally get close to the Dran River. It glows with a slight purple mist. The delirium in a little bit of a haze circles above. It is contaminated utterly. And pushing forward, you see what appears to be a ferryman by the river. And the figure at first doesn't seem to move at all. Mostly stays there. And stays there and has his oar, and it rocks slightly back and forth in the boat. Getting closer, you see that they seem to have 5 eyes, 2 mouths, as they just listlessly sit there.
So is that normal? Because for me, that's abnormal. But is that normal to you guys?
I mean, no, but it seems to be normal to this place. Have you?
It's normal that you could end up looking like that.
Yeah.
Or much
So
worse.
we talked to this guy, right? Because we need to get across the river.
Yeah, you might have
I'd
to.
recommend not sword changing them.
Why don't I have a quick chat with the gentleman? Work it out peacefully, you know.
By all means, go ahead.
My goddess, you're okay with this, right?
Uh-huh.
All right,
Love to see you work.
Don't fall into the river.
I wasn't planning on it, and he's just gonna make his way over to like very cautiously make his way over to the ferryman.
Okay. They don't seem to react to you.
Hello, good sir. How are you doing on this gloomy afternoon?
The eyes look towards you, and then they gesture towards the boat and hold out their hand.
How much are you thinking here?
Pulls out like 2 gold pieces and drops it in his hand.
He closes it and puts it in a pouch. As you open his pouch, you see that there seem to be like stones and buttons, along with like silver, gold, and copper.
Fancy. I think I've secured us a ride, guys.
Do you get in? Then the rest of you.
Yep.
All right. As each of you try to
Awesome.
get in, he holds out his hand to each person. Ugh.
Figured as much.
So, what do each of you give?
I assume we each spend the same amount of money.
So, each gonna do 2. Josh?
Whip just walks over and goes, she cuts her hand real quick and drops a couple bullet pieces of blood.
Okay.
Some boat.
Let you pass.
Goddess, your blood must be worth gold.
What'd you think you drank earlier?
I don't want to think.
Good answer.
And so Great Shot and Renfro pay their toll and money, and they begin ferrying you across the John River to the other side of the ruins of Drakenheim, and that is where we would take our break and come back in about 15 minutes. Okay, come on back here. Now we've taken our short rest. We're back to play.
Now I'm actually filled with food.
Yes. All right. So, as you all, this stark, almost unresponsive ferryman puts you across the boat. Just, they don't seem to be overly aware of anything going on, just to get you to the other side of the river.
How long does it take to cross the river?
Takes about an hour.
Perfect. For the first 10 minutes, Wisp is going to sit there and go, well, now that you've officially joined the group, Hector, and you're part of our growing organization, I should tell you some ground rules.
Ground rules, of course.
Yes. One is always find your inner strength by looking in yourself, and guidance to me, of course. And then just we always better everybody else around us by including bettering ourselves, but help by bringing them up at the same time. And then she just goes on for 10 minutes about just like these little small motivational rules about how to better yourself. And afterwards, everyone will receive 7 temporary HP, including the ferryman.
Ferryman was motivated, apparently.
Now I feel better.
I'm glad you do.
And is that a speech or?
Yep, that was my motivational speech. Inspiring leader.
There you go. Is that temp HP?
Yep.
Everyone, how much did you give to everybody?
7 temporary HP. The Red Flow, Bright Shot, Hector, and the Ferryman, and myself.
Nice.
And Branch, if he's with us. Alright.
Very cool.
So, tell me a little bit about yourselves. I have my wonderful goddess over here, Redflow. Mysterious figure with the hood and all. Just tell me a bit. You're like the kind of person that I look at and I go, that guy needs a song.
Yes, Redflow, tell us about your story.
I've once led a foray into the city. Unfortunately, out of a party of 12 men, the only survivors were Bright Shot and I. We were saved
Tragic.
by Wisp, which is why I've sworn my devotion to protecting her underjoiners.
Tragic stars,
The only
uplifting.
thing that remains of my past is this map. And then Redflow will pull out a cryptic map and show it to them.
I must say, good sir, your map is very cryptic. Mysterious as well.
It leads to a treasure. But we have not come close to discovering it.
Or have we, Redflow? And the treasure all along is our friendship.
Lazy writing.
The map doesn't lead to that, but I suppose there's some truth in your words.
So I wrote down everything you just said, and I shall save it for a rainy day in which I get bold.
Regardless, is of no matter. Has died with it.
What about you, Hector?
Oh, just you lived here once.
Had an unfortunate moving out situation. The usual.
Do you have
Yeah.
family here?
Lived on the streets for a while after moving out. Tried to figure out a place to go.
So we're not trying to find any like lost moms or lost brothers or
Oh.
siblings.
No. No.
You seem very hesitant about that. You sure?
No, I'm fairly positive that I would know why I'm here. Yes. So, Fireman, how fast can we make this go with a couple extra goals?
It just ignores you.
Chatty
Oh.
foe.
Yeah, and you get like looking. This looks like somebody whose the delirium has entirely taken away their sense of being, and it just seems like this is the only thing they do is go back and forth. They don't really eat or anything like that. Looking, kind of moving this somewhat hazy river. Hector, you see the imposing visual of Castle Draken. It rises above the city walls in view. And as you're being asked these questions, this is the last place you performed as where you had left your friend. Even though you try not to let your words hit, it does hit your mind. As the river is clear of walls for its breadth, and you see as it is enveloped in thick octarine haze, and you can see just the faintest movements within the area. Can't tell what it is, but eventually, that is likely where you'll have to go.
Scary castle. Right.
Have you ever been there?
No.
I'm sorry, I have to. That was too quick. Inside check.
So deception for Hector there.
Please. No!
God,
Come on, Bart, I should be good at this.
I have a +5!
What'd you get?
I got a 12.
Oh.
I think Wisp will catch on because the no is too quick, but she's not gonna pry right now. But check that box for later. Huh. Okay. We have to go there eventually.
If we have to go, we have to go.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
going
we should
to-
also tell you, don't go to the Slaughterhouse Square.
Slaughterhouse Square. Sounds like a place I wouldn't want to go.
You've probably been there before. I don't know if the name was the same. It might have been.
I cannot recall a Slaughterhouse Square.
Yeah. So you had been there. It's where generally people would go to buy meat.
Okay. Sounds familiar. After all, it's been a little while since I've been here. Just because I've lived here for a little bit doesn't mean I remember everything. So
True.
stay with me,
Well,
guys.
Would just if we end up in that direction, be very careful because we were attacked by this giant evil thing that wanted to kill us.
They took
That
to
seems-
the name in a more literal sense.
Yes.
Well, it seems like a common trend with everywhere around here these days. It's kind of just be careful. Big evil scary thing is currently trying to kill us when we went to this one very niche specific spot. that
They're
we
not
don't
all
remember.
big and evil though. Some of them are just small and mini.
But still
Like the rat
evil, and you
people.
need to be careful.
Oh, yeah, they're.
Well, then now there's rat people. I love this. My day gets better every moment I'm here. Sunshine and rainbows, everybody. Well, I'm just gonna go like, quick shut eye before we get there, just kind of recuperate a little bit mentally from the amount of things I have learned in the last 2 minutes.
Whispers over to Redflow. Just wait till he realizes the tree that's been following us is actually our friend.
There's a what?
What? Nothing.
Okay, well, good night until we get there.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna like curl up into a corner of the boat and just like pulls his scarf up and over his face and just kind of like gets some shut.
All right. So we'll say when you get to the other side of the river, from what you can tell, it is still another mile to the Rat's Nest Tavern. So do you want to continue the stealth pace or change your pace?
So, Hector, do you want to continue slowly and go another 4 hours to get there?
Well, my thought process here is I've been nothing but told about how horrific this place is. Why are we considering the idea of just happily tromping along through the city of death like it's nothing?
So we run?
No, I'm saying we sneak.
Oh, okay. We go stealthy then.
Okay, continuing the pace. So the whole idea is if you would go like a fast pace, you could do a mile in an hour. But you're gonna take a mile in 4 hours at the slow. So and then the dice roll occur every hour, just so you know the mechanics of it.
I guess one thing we should tell Hector. We can't sleep in the city because you just can't. So that's why I was saying if we go slow, we'll take another 4 hours. It's been 5 hours now. We might be pushing exhaustion, and we'd have to leave the city soon, or else we get possibly contaminated by the city.
Yeah.
Remember
so
how
while
I
you're
told
in
you about
while you're in the city limits, you cannot benefit from long rests because of the contamination radiation.
Well, you guys know more than me. If you say that we go fast here, then I would be more inclined to agree with you.
I mean, I don't mind going slow. I was just saying that there's a very high possibility that we could become disformed.
Well, I like my face and my chiseled abs, Redflow, as they are. So, let's go quick then.
What happens if you had like snake abs?
No, normal human abs for me, please. Cities.
All right, so then I guess we were going to try the fast pace.
Okay.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins it.
Imagine if we had a totem warrior with Elk. Travel pace doubled.
That would be hilarious. Okay, so then go ahead and everyone roll me a d6.
Don't fail me, dice.
6.
5.
3.
Dice love me on my first session. We'll go downhill after this.
Amazing. So as you continue, you take a very quick pace, moving as fast as you can, and you don't see anything that causes your senses to tingle or, sorry,
My
to
spider senses are tingling.
get too crazy. Everything seems, though horrific and though no dangers. However, finally you come upon, you see the Rat's Nest Tavern lies on the mud-slick and rubber-strewn Scrag Lane south of Shepherd's Way, nestled between ramshackle tenements and crumbling flats. The original tavern has been almost entirely obliterated, and the neighboring buildings are heavily damaged. What remains are stone foundations piled with debris. The first floor walls stand about chest high, a few supporting timbers splayed outward like a burst rib cage. The rooftop and upper levels have entirely collapsed into a mist-covered crater filled with rubble. The original tavern sign juts out obliquely from a building on the opposite side of the street. It is engraved with a smiling, obese rat laying on a plate of food.
So are those the rat people, or is that just a rat? Is there a difference?
No, I've never been. I hope there's no rat people there. They're on the other side of town.
So do you want to take a bet here, like put a little gold on this? How aggressive do you think this thing will be able to step in?
Sure. Let me consort with my bank account. Red Blow, is this a smart bet?
Resting here. Doubtful unless you have some way to conceal where we rest.
Are you talking about taking a short rest?
That's what I thought I was told. I'm not really awake. Sorry.
If you want, you could have taken a short rest on the ferry.
Oh. Yeah, that's stupid then. Don't do that. All right, I'm sorry. What was I asked about though? Because I spaced out a little. No offense.
I had asked Wisp if they wanted to make a little bit of a bet with some gold about how aggressive this rat would be when we stepped in.
Oh. Oh. Presumably aggressive. If you're willing to take your bets on docile, go on ahead.
But he thinks there's an actual rat inside. That's the thing.
Could I try and use perception or investigation to use context clues on what could be living there?
Your choice. You can do investigation or survival here.
He thinks I'll take my chance with investigation. For what is that? 13 plus 13 plus. Alright, that'd be an 18 on my check
Okay.
to investigate.
You look a little closer in the ruins, and inside what remains of the tavern walls, you see that the wooden floorboards of the ground level have almost entirely collapsed into a large gaping hole. Tumbled brick piles, ashen cinders, burned shingles, splintered wooden planks, support beams, fractured furniture, cracked mugs, broken glass, random bits of food and cutlery, all scattered everywhere. And you can sort of see this hole lets you see into the basement below or give you access to it. And you see animal-like scratchings and gnaw marks, patches of coarse fur, muddy tracks, and droppings are found around here.
Does the fur have any resemblance to the rat people we fought?
It could be.
I'll go with. There are indications of claw marks droppings in this patch of fur. I'm sure that will help aid your bet.
5 silver.
5 silver. I only, strictly speaking, have the gold I took out of the lockbox.
Well, considering you're my consort in our group, that would gold should technically be split, but 5 silver. I'll let you keep your gold.
Sure. We'll just equivalent, as Redflow would say, and the 1 gold for the 2 silver, 5 silver.
Perfect.
Alright.
He doesn't realize I'm winning. Haha.
I didn't hear anything, my divine goddess.
She wasn't even being quiet either.
Haha. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear. Is this
Alright.
the nest? Redflow.
After you.
Okay, why would I go? I'm not a fighter. I don't have any weapons that you can see on my person.
After you, Redflow.
Maybe you should spend that gold on the armor. And then Redfall would take the lead.
I have
Right.
ideas for the gold. Don't patronize me.
You move your way down, and the stone walls of the basement are scorched and blackened. Rubble and debris surround a muddy crater 15 feet wide and 5 feet deep. A faint glimmer of octarine light twinkles within.
That light means delirium, right?
I think you are correct. Sure you still don't want to go in first?
Fine. I shall do some reconnaissance. I shall go and do a sneaky.
Yeah, you are more sneaky. And she casts guidance on you. No, actually, she's going to give you the advantage of the trickster. You get advantage. She see? I'm a goddess, and she gives you a blessing. You're
Okay.
I
sneakier
can
now.
tell. Thank you, my lady.
You push your way in here. Give me a survival or investigation check.
Which one of those is higher? Survival. Well, didn't do me anything. That's an 8. Do I get advantage on this because of the guiding thing?
No,
or
you
is that
get
just-
guidance with D4.
Roll D4 if you want.
Oh, okay. I will take the guidance, please. Well, okay. 9.
9. You do see that there's 3 slivers of delirium here that could be worth 10 gold each, though you do know enough to not handle them with your bare hands. I think your party has tongs and things to take them. I think y'all would have discussed this, so you know how to properly get them.
Oh, that brings up a question.
Mhm.
If I have immunity to the delirium corruption, does that mean I could just pick it up with my bare hands?
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, I think it would have been ideal to give the sneaky sneaker son friend the tongs and the gloves, so he doesn't mutate horrifically.
Well, I guess for now I just won't touch them. I'll keep making my way. Is there any more down here to look through, or?
So, looking through, most you can see is that there looks to be a passage that is of dirt tunnel that continues out of here. They seem to be dug out from packed earth, clay, loose dirt, bits of stone. They're about 5 to 10 feet wide and about 5 feet high.
Well, I see nothing else like alive in this immediate area.
Nope.
Well, it seems to be safe, at least in this room. There's some delirium over here. If you want to come take a look at this. Not a lot, though. Roughly 10 gold a piece. I mean, I can't pick it up, guys. I don't have the equipment on me.
Red
Oh,
Pillow,
they
you
said they
should
gave
go-
it to you.
Yeah. Red Pillow.
Oh, never mind. Ah ha ha ha. I'm gonna just like one per hand, just go ha ha.
Okay.
Start making my way back for the delirium.
Got the tongs. You've got the 3 pieces.
Well, that's not the big one, but
No.
it's something.
There does seem to be a passage a little bit into the room. Yay high-ish, and just kind of go through.
Well, let's head down that passage.
Sounds good to me. Do you want any light going through?
Sure. I mean, I can't see in the dark, so
Cool. He's gonna cast dancing lights, and he's just gonna pull out one of his cards, and the card's just gonna start like glowing faint light. Just give him a little bit of seeing.
Okay, perfect. So you create light with that then.
Yes.
Very good.
Bright Shot will follow suit and do the same thing in the event that the bard gets shot.
As you move, the underground here is humid. It reeks of urine and feces. And all around you, you hear the sounds of squeaking and chattering that echo down. And you come to a muddy passage that's roughly 8 feet wide. It tunnels steeply down 10 feet before veering sharply left. What would you like to do?
All right. I say we go left. I knew somebody once, and we would do these little maze things that they would borrow from the cafeteria. And they always said, you follow the left wall. You just keep following the left wall, and eventually you find it. So we go left.
I hold you accountable if this goes wrong.
You can hold my goddess, who gave me her guidance, accountable. There we go.
we go left. I did get to
Alright,
say he
then.
got to lead.
Okay. So, as you move, the ground beneath you is muddy, and suddenly you find it being extremely slippery. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws.
24.
11.
Red Flow? You're muted.
I got 6 and my cohort got 10.
Okay. So Wisp, Red Flow, and Bright Shot, you begin sliding down quickly and land upon this almost like what seems like a mud pool. But there's this odd a bottom that you're not quite sure of that suddenly gives way as you rip through this cloth and fall down, and you feel sharp spikes from below pierce your backs. And so, sorry. Okay, so
Can
let's see
Ruff
here.
slip
You're
if
gonna
they
you're gonna
fly
take
or not fly? Sorry.
well
I
because they
didn't
weren't
know.
flying at the time.
Yeah. All right, that makes much more sense now. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So let me see here. You are going to take 1d10 from the fall and 2d4 from the spikes here.
I don't think I have anything that can help either. Oh, could I cast Featherfall on them? Would that slow their descent enough?
No, because
Full
they're in
damage?
contact with the ground.
Dang it.
So that would be
Tried, guys.
nine piercing for the 3 who foul. As you feel, and you're down this about 10-foot pit, and then you hear more squeaking as you see a large swarm of rats down here that look very hungry. Roll for initiative.
How many
Well-
rats do you want?
It's a swarm.
Oh, so not these guys. You want rat.
Yeah.
I gotta go get
Hector,
rat
you're
rat.
fired. You're not leading the group.
Hey, I didn't tell you guys to slip. You guys did that all on your own.
You could have warned us.
Oh, because I was supposed to know.
You're leading.
I am just but a bard.
Amazing. All right. Still need red flows.
Oh, are we rolling for initiative?
Yep.
Right. 2.
All right. You got it. So,
Just one swarm?
one swarm of rats right now, and so that's the pit, and then we need we're in the area. Yeah, so cool. So
He's up there. He didn't fall down.
I got it. Wisp, it's your turn.
Okay. How far are the rats? Like right there on us, or
Yep, it's a swarm of rats right there.
so if I move, I'd get attack of opportunities.
I mean, they're within 5 feet.
Okay.
Is anyone else adjacent to the rats?
You.
You could flank with me if you really want.
Yeah. I'll flank with you and cast. I'll flank with you and cast Bless on everybody but myself. If Hector's within 30 feet still.
Yeah. And Gleo, I always ask this at the first one. If you're dedicated to continue with us, and I hope you do, if you send, I'll tell you how you can send in a customized file, and we'll print a mini that you would like for your character.
Will?
Well, the art department will, the woman behind the camera, and paint it. We have a stand-in for you up there right now.
All right, cool. I figured that was me.
Yeah, but we customize them for y'all.
Eyes on you.
So, all right. Did you do any attacks, Josh? Did I miss it?
Nope, I just blessed Hector, Bright Shot, and Red Blow. And
Okay.
Harness Divine Power will be my bonus action as I go spell slot back, as I get that blessed spell back. So
Got
she
it.
pretty much grips her holy symbol and goes, "Remember, everybody, believe in yourselves!" And you all start glowing. You all get D4 to saves and attacks, and then she grips it a little more, and her spells come back. That'll be my turn.
You got it. Oh. 1 second. In D&D Beyond, I accidentally put in a swarm of bats instead of a swarm of rats. There we go. Fix that in.
It's like the same thing. One just flies.
Yeah, I was just like, oops. Okay, so here we go.
If
All
we
right.
Bats, we're in Bat Cave. Think about it.
Ooh, actually, it's more beneficial. It's harder for them to hit you. They swarm around Wisp, and that will be a 16 to hit as they bite down.
Yeah, spicy.
All right, that is 11 piercing damage. Then, Hector, it's your turn.
All right. Off rip, I am going to. Does Red Fire only work on one thing? No. It's not reacting. So how far away am I from them right now?
I'd say straight down, you're about 20 feet. But you,
Okay.
oh, sorry, 10 feet, actually. I'm sorry, you're 10 feet away from them.
Can I try to safely maneuver my way down the hole using acrobatics to try to not land on the spikes on my way down?
Yeah, you can certainly try. It would be athletics, is what it would be.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Instead, I'll try to help from up here. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, which creates a 20-foot cube. And every object is outlined in the colors of my choice. And yeah. The rat swarm's going to have to roll a dex, though. Dex save.
Okay. But I don't think you can choose, so that's going to hit your allies as well.
It does, yes. They will just
Okay.
glow a different color.
It's going to give enemies advantage on them.
They'll be fine.
Okay. Then everyone down there, roll a deck save.
I believe in them to not get smacked with my spell.
Okay. The rats gets 12.
14 is the number.
7.
You do have a blessed one to help you. I got a natural 20.
Ten.
No, 14.
Okay. All right. So Priest Redflow and Bright Shot
Cohort
are east and
has-
light.
Oh, cohort has a 16 higher.
Okay,
I had rolled a
so-
10.
All right. So just Redflow then. Okay. And the rats. Anything else?
I'm gonna call out. Just hit them while they're glowing.
Why
Hit
is
the gold
Red Claw
ones.
glowing?
Hit the gold ones. Don't hit the one that's glowing red, which would be red flow.
I love it. All right. Then Redflow, it is your turn.
I'm about to hit you in a moment.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, I'm going to go first. I shall use my action to let Bright Shot attack for me instead. For 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 force damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to move to the side of the rat, so I'm no longer flanking with Wisp. And I will use my bonus action to say,
That bite doesn't look infected.
to heal 8 points of damage.
Nice.
That'll be end of my turn, and then it's my cohort's turn. I'll have my cohort move up to flank with Wisp, and they shall use the Eldritch Strike. to
So
strike
the rats are on Wisp, therefore you can't flank with Wisp.
I'll flank with Red Flow then.
Okay. Perfect.
Haha, it's easier when there's 2 of me. 15.
That's a terrifying thought.
That hits.
For 9 more force damage.
Nice.
That shall be the end of my turn.
Okay, now Up top, you see Hector. You see a number of what you think are rats come out of tiny tunnels.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this.
They have arms and legs that they stand on two with daggers and crossbows that look bloody and beaten. Food? Food is here. Yes, yes.
No, food is up there. I saw so much food running the other way.
And they have slings and they fire upon you.
How many?
It's a 23 to hit.
Ah, yes, that would hit a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so the first one for 4 bludgeoning damage. And art department, I've got 6 ratlings and 2 rattling gutter snipes.
Wow. I love these odds. How could you?
I told you it wasn't balanced.
I noticed. Oh, this is. I got this. I win these. I might be out of, first spell slots, but that's fine.
Okay. Another one is going to fire. And oh, by the way, we have an overhead view. Probably needs to be focused, but
You know what?
that gives you a sense of it. You see the pit they fell under and everything.
Nice. How'd you guys fall into that? That seems like a really easy to dodge fall. How'd you?
Okay. The next one will fire with its sling from a distance. That's only a 12 to hit.
14 armor class.
All right. And the other one is a 13 to hit. So you're able to dodge. The first one hits you by surprise. The other 2 smack. And real quick,
Did you say 6 and 3, Ben?
6 and 2.
One too many.
Let's see. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
14. Okay. So they attempt to hide but aren't able to. And you see one that seems a bit beefier than the others as they take out a crossbow and fire.
Carefully, point that thing. That might hurt people.
Oh,
That is a 14.
Ah,
Oh, by the way, you need to make a first concentration check.
Oh, yeah, concentration for fairy fire.
Yeah, and they got damaged once before this, if I remember correctly.
Should I interrupt my concentration?
It did.
Okay.
Well, what roll did you get? I'm sorry.
On.
What did you get for your concentration for saving throw?
I didn't roll that.
So roll con saving throw.
On saving throw? 17.
Then you're good. Now this thing hits, and they get some sneak attack damage for a total of 8 piercing damage.
Nice. That's all my temp hit points gone.
And then we need another concentration or constitution saving throw.
Don't worry, we forget about con saves all the time.
15.
Okay. Then you're good to go. Then Wisp.
All right. What to do? Oh, I hear all that commotion upstairs, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I will. Spiritual weapon. My spiritual weapon is going to be the word help.
There's just a sign like neon that says help.
Yep. And it's just gonna come up and smack one of the ratlings next to Hector.
You got it.
Natural
Appreciate
20
it kindly.
Oh, yeah. Crit.
for 14 radiant or force damage.
Okay, Hector, you see as one of those gets obliterated, disintegrated to dust by the word help.
Holy
It is
God,
gone.
what was that?
Your goddess helps you.
Thank you. I now am not an atheist.
All right. Another one runs. Oh, go ahead.
That was my bonus action.
Yeah.
My action, I am going to take the dodge action.
Okay. I love it. All right. One of the ratlings up top runs up to Hector and takes out a short sword.
That's very sharp. I wonder where you sharpened that in a cave.
Your overheads and focus.
And that is a 10 for a miss. Be able to. Whoo.
Overheads and focus.
Okay, cool. See Hector just going, no, 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 no.
I'm a bit more nimble than you'd imagine.
All right. Now, the swarm of rats on the wisp with disadvantage will try to bite for only a 6, which misses. As a larger individual up top from the back fires upon Hector. That is
You know,
a
when I play-
23 to hit.
Ah. Ow.
Yeah, laugh at
Rabbits.
him for going down the hole. All they got is rats.
Yeah, well, I also have rats. They're just bigger
Okay.
rats.
That is a total of 15 piercing damage as it hits the chest.
Ah. Ow. Con check, concentration.
Yeah,
14.
you're good to go. Another one comes up to bite Hector.
No, stop it. Go away.
22 to hit. That is 4 piercing damage. And Hector, it's your turn.
Ow. I'm at 1 HP. Oh. Alright. Well, I'm going to use Kinetic Jaunt, which allows me to increase my walking speed by 10 feet. I can't provoke opportunity attacks, and I can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain. I am going to go down the hole now.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Oh, please. God. Wisp. 10.
That's 10. Double check my stuff. Go. Oops. Yeah, 10 is the DC. So you you get on down back where they're all above. All right. There you go. Wee down the pit.
Hello, guys. I'm with you now, and I have an arrow in my chest. Please help.
All right. One of the small creatures from above kind of looks down the pit, sees you down there.
Yeah, goodbye.
And because the way the pit is,
Other camera.
they're going to go ahead and get a disadvantage on this. Oh, with a natural 1. Hits the side of the cave. Red Flow, it's your turn.
I'm gonna have Bright Shot go first. So I'm gonna roll to beat up the rat sword.
Yep.
For what is this? 18 to hit.
That will hit.
It's time to roll Dabble Edge for 5 force.
Nice.
All right, and then it'll be my turn. I'm gonna have him do the same thing.
Okay.
For where did my die go? Come on. Well, I'm looking for my oh, there it is. So that would be 15 to hit.
That hits.
Well, Rose, thank you for the bless. I haven't forgot about it. To hit the rat swarm for 8 more force damage.
Right, with that, the last of the swarming rats are obliterated from Wisp.
And then I use my bonus action.
If these rats kill you, I'm going to kill you.
Who, me?
Yes. And that will
Ah.
give you 9 HP back.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
Yes.
And then I will use my turn to move to the side of the wall where I presumably wouldn't be in sight of those arrows.
Yeah. All right.
Also, drop that spell now. I'd prefer not to be hit.
You know what? You got it.
And I guess I'll just cancel.
Got it. All right, then. Wisp, it's your turn.
Okay, so how many rats are up there?
I mean, I don't think Wisp can see, and they're no longer like looking down. You kind of hear them
Okay.
repositioning.
Well, then I am
There
just
were a
going.
lot.
I mean, you can fly up, but
Yeah. No, I want to make myself a target. I'm going to bring over my spiritual weapon and just hold it. Am I still covered in rats?
Nope,
no, they're all dead.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it to see if any of them come out and smack one, and that will be my turn.
Okay. And Hector.
Well, I have a wonderful thing to tell you guys. There's a lot of them up there. And how this hurts so much. He's going to... So is there, like... This is all open space here at the bottom? Or is it just,
Yeah.
like, that's just...
It's really the pit really is like 10 feet wide.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. Alright, Nito. Well, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have much in this situation. Not much at all. I really just don't have anything. Yep. I guess I'll just hold my action then.
Or what?
I'm gonna hold my action in case anything like drops down. To just kind of like,
If something drops
Ready to
down, you're
move up.
going to
yeah.
slice it with a weapon.
I do pull out my dagger. Yes.
Okay, cool. Then Priest Redflow. All right. You're muted, Zane, if you're talking. All right. What are you and Bright Shot doing? Zane, you there? Disconnected. Well, all right, I'm going to wait for a few minutes, see if, or a little bit, we'll see if we can get back, because then they're about to go. This could get very ugly without Bright Shot's turn. I don't know what he was planning. Here they go. Redflow's turn right there. All right, you there?
It disconnected right as F5.
It's all good. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I know what I want to do, though.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Bright Shot go first and use a bonus action because they haven't been hit and they still have dancing lights up. So I'm going to have a move up to 60 feet to light up this entire area.
Up top.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
one at top, one in the middle, one at the bottom middle, and then one at the bottom, so the entire area is lit up. Then
Very
I'll
good.
have them. Then I'll have them prepare an action to make a strike. If one of the rat people come into view, and I'll have them move like 30 feet back, so they're not like the first to be murderized. And then
Okay. Yeah, the pit's about 10 feet wide. It's a little smaller than what we found there.
Gotcha. Just have them like right where they're not at the entrance, where the people slide down.
Okay.
That's all that matters to me.
Okay.
And then it'll be Red Flow's turn. I will move up so that the first person they'll greet is me. And then I will hold an action to throw a javelin at the first rat person I see to approach, and that'll be the end of my turns.
Okay. Wisp.
All right. Nothing else. Since I can't do that. Do I have to see? You know what? I don't. So I'm gonna. Yep. I'm going to drop Bless Sadly, and then with like, this is what you do with Fairy Fire, and just throw Fairy Fire up top.
Okay.
So I
Oh, is
need
that what
a
it's
dex
called?
save. Yeah.
We've actually learned its name.
That's where we get the name from. Me.
Oh.
Okay. So again, you can't see exactly what it does, but it does some good stuff.
All right, and yep, that will be my turn.
Okay.
Fire through walls.
Hector.
My turn. I still increasingly have no way of getting up or down this pit. Could I? Would it be athletics to get up this pit? Again.
Yes.
It seems, friends, we're in a tiny bit of a pickle, no?
A little bit.
I'm going to Red Flow, I have an idea. You climb up and I'll make a distraction for you. And at that I'm going to cast Dancing Lights with my cards, but what it does instead is I merge the lights together to make a humanoid form of medium size that glows vague. And it's going to look like red.
Interesting. Go ahead. Give me a deception check.
That I can do. That would be a 22.
Okay. You make that glow, and you hear the clattering of swords getting unsheathed and striking, and crossbow bolts hitting dirt as it triggers all their held actions that they were waiting. So that's one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks that just got wasted on that were held.
All right, now Red Flow, get up there.
Priest Red
As you
Flow.
wish. Alrighty then. Let me see what I can do. Is there anything near the edge of a pit that could have a rope secured to it?
It's all really dirt down here. Well, there is you mean up top?
Yeah.
Yeah, up top's just dirt.
Ah. Hmm. Alright. Let me think on that. Alright, I'll have Bright Shot use Mage Hand to get a rope tied to the bottom down here, and then Red Flow's gonna take the other half of the rope and to climb up. Or at least attempt to.
Alright, give me athletics.
Oh, thank goodness I rolled high on the die. 19.
You got it. You get up, and there is one rat thing here that had just had their turn after, who's going to attack. Only for a 13, so king clangs against your armor, but you were up there.
Alright, lovely. What can I do? Alright, I guess I'll make a reprisal with my longsword.
Right.
I guess I'm not.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 3 and a nat 1 on the die.
Oof. Bad luck, buddy.
Oh, it happens. So, I'm gonna hang out here and guard the rope, I suppose. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
When you say up, are they going all the way up here, or they're just getting up out of the pit here?
The only way to go up is the room with the ratlings. Yeah, Red Flow's up there, and all of them except the gutter snipes have moved in around the pit and around there. Okay, very cool. And now that they've got their target, another one's going to move in. Attack. To Red Flow, a 17.
Miss.
All right.
Target is 18.
Got it. Ooh, 18 just then. They are bite here for 4 piercing damage. And then one of the ones with the crossbow in the back for a 22 to hit for 16 piercing.
Ouch.
Wisp.
I am bloodied. Might want to go for those rats in the back.
Alright, I am going to fly up. And come into the room up there.
Okay.
And then I will have to. Where's Red Shot when I fly up? I mean, not Red Flow, not Red Shot.
Red Flow, you can kind of see Red Flow, the white right there.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna fly up and pretty much just peek my hand up and grab him and cast the Cure Wounds into him
Nice.
for 9 HP back. And then I'm going to have my spiritual weapon attack one of them that are on him.
You got it.
For an 18 to hit.
That hits.
For 7 force damage.
7. With that, the help sign disintegrates it.
Haha! And that is my turn.
Okay. Next. This one from across the pit is going to go ahead and take its sling and try to hit Red Flow. for 18, so that hits. And 4 bludgeoning damage. One with a crossbow in the back will then fire at Red Flow. Only for 14, a miss. Then we'll have another sling attack. For 18 to hit.
That'll do it.
5 bludgeoning damage. And Hector.
All right. How quickly can I crawl up the rope, and would it cost an action?
You can get out. You can get up there in one movement.
All right. I am going to get up on top of the hole and use my Mantle of Inspiration with my bonus action.
Okay, I need you to do the athletics check to get up there.
Oh, okay.
Would it be lower? Would the DC be lowered if he uses the rope?
It is lower, yes.
I got
Thank
12.
you.
12 makes it. As you get
Yes.
up there.
Once
So what
I'm
does
at
your
the top,
ability do? Go
I'm
ahead.
going to use Mantle of Inspiration, which uses a bonus action and a use of Bardic Inspiration to grant 5 temporary HP up to 4 creatures I can see, and can see me within 60 feet. And each of those creatures can immediately use its reaction to move its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So I'm going to come up, and both Red Flow and Wisp are going to get 5 temp HPs as I kind of like sling 2 of my cards at them.
Nice. So you said they can reaction move right now?
Yes.
All right. Do any of you want to?
How many people get that?
It's you and Wisp, because I can't see your buddy at the bottom.
Gotcha. All right, I will use my reaction to immediately move towards the crossbow rat.
He can see Bright Shaw.
You can see Bright Shot at the bottom.
You can see Bright Shaw?
Lights all the way up.
Yeah, because you put dancing lights all around.
Okay, well, they've merged into one. It was just
No.
the figure.
No,
of-
Bright Shot
The
has
other
it
one.
too.
Bright Shot has dancing lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
remember when you put yours up? Bright Shot also put theirs up.
Alright, cool. Then yeah,
So,
Bright
So
Shot also
just
gets.
in case you had to cast spells you needed.
Because then Bright Shark can get up the rope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
alright. Bright Shot also.
All right,
now.
Bright Shot will use their reaction to climb up too. Then.
You got an athletic check for Bright Shot.
Yep. Let me roll that for you.
It's DC 7 because of the rope.
Oh, sweet.
All right, let me see.
Did you see?
Oh man, imagine failing that. 19.
Okay.
On the die.
Look, just because my cleric always rolls a natural 1 for climbing. Shut up.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's a big move. Got reposition.
Wisp is also going to reposition and flank with Red Flow.
Nice.
And I will use my action now that I've done all of that to then pull out my spear and try to hit that rat closest to Bright Shot.
Nice.
Oh, and is this one of the ones that have fairy fire on them?
They unfortunately no.
Gotcha. Figure I'd ask because I remember Wisp putting it up.
Whispered Fairy Fire, one of the Ratlings has it on. The rest all succeeded like crazy, got like 18s.
Wait,
And the
there's
two
a-
gutter snipes
Oh.
were way far away.
Gotcha.
no? I didn't realize daggers and spears had the exact same range. Alright, well, I rolled a 7 to hit with the spear.
Okay, so that'll miss. Got it. And all right. And though it's gonna be a Ratling that's kind of close to Wisp is gonna go and try to hit her and take a bite out of her ankle. For 18 to hit Wisp.
That will hit.
That is 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And takes a bit of the flesh and gobbles it. Tasty. And Red Flow, it's your turn.
No.
I would like to have Bright Shot go first.
Yeah.
And never mind, I rolled a nat 1. They missed. I guess I'll have a move to flank with Bard, which I should have done beforehand, but I forgot. Oh well.
Who would they flank?
Then I'll go, and then I'll swing at the
I don't see an
the
enemy they would flank with the bard with.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not thinking
okay.
anyone currently.
move into future flanking position. So if the Bard
Gotcha,
moves
perfect. Yep.
up. Alright. Then I shall roll to try and hit the one with the crossbow, and I got a nat 20.
All right, that's a disadvantage though, right?
No. He's flanking.
Yeah, I'm using my longsword for this one.
I'm sorry. I thought Bright Shot was attacking. It's you. Okay, it's Red Flow. My bad. That hits.
No worries, I usually do. So I get the confusion there. I rolled a 2 on the die, but that will be 7 damage.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. All right. Then the one here is going to go ahead and bite at Bright Shot for 22 to hit. And takes a hunk out for 5 piercing damage.
And they rolled a 12 for maintaining concentration.
Nice. Then the Scudder Snipe is going to take its short sword and try to strike Wisp. That's a 17 to hit. Wisp, that'll be 12 piercing damage.
Okay. So,
And then they'll take another attack for 14 to hit, which misses. And Wisp, it's your turn.
all right. So I am flanking with Red Flow, correct? Still. So my action, I'm going to hit with my hand axe. We'll see if this works. Actually, do I have another? Actually, action inflict wounds. That is a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
So that's going to be 13 damage.
Nice. It's a big hit as it gets bloodied.
And then my spiritual weapon will just keep swinging around. I think it'll move on to one of the other little ratlings for a 24 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 more force damage.
Nice. So that's another rattling disintegrated.
That's my turn.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. The other big gutter snipe's going to go ahead and get behind Red Flow and attack with their short sword. First attack is a 16, which misses. Second attack is a 23.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. That is 9 piercing damage in the back.
Ouch.
Then one more rattling. We'll actually aim at Hector with its sling. for a 19 to hit.
Ah,
And 4 bludgeoning damage. Hector, it is your turn.
all right. I am going to use my buff that I currently still have, which would be the. I should do the concentration. Yikes! I imagine a 4 does not allow me to keep concentrating.
Nope.
Okay, well, I am going to go again for a stab on that close rat,
Got it.
which is. Come on! It's a 9.
That will miss.
I'm going to use my bonus action because I have 2-weapon fighting to then try to throw throw a dagger into one of the sniper rats across the room.
Okay.
One behind Red.
Behind Redflow, very good.
Which would be a 24.
That hits.
And I do a total of 7 damage.
Very good. Right. Then final rattling here is going to use the sling on Bright Shot. I'm sorry, I meant yeah, I was right. Bright Shot. I said the right one. Dirty
Aha,
20
you got it. I'll do it.
for a 6. And Red Float is your turn.
Alrighty, I'll go first this time. And let me add that damage first before I forget. I'm gonna hit the ratling that's already been wounded, aka the one between Wisp and I.
Got it.
Yeah, let me roll to see what I get. 15.
That hits.
Yay. For 10 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
You stab him and kick him to the side.
Nice. Put to the side. Anything else?
That is all that Red Flow can do. Red Flow can do. So I'll probably move so that I'm behind the rat, so that if anyone moves to it, they flank with me.
Got it.
And then that will be Bright Shot's turn. I'm gonna try and hit the rat by me.
Got it.
Alright, so let's see. That would just be this to hit. Just gonna roll that. For a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
And I roll the minimum damage naturally for 4.
Ooh. That will bloody the rat.
Yippee, and I'll be in my turn.
Okay. It's going to come right back with a bite. See if it can get. Actually, this particular one would be the Wisp one with the 13 to hit.
Missed.
Wisp, it's your turn.
All right. The one that just hit me is going to get hit by my spiritual weapon.
Got it.
For a 13.
13 hits.
For 10 force damage.
All right. It is disintegrated by the help sign.
Haha! And then I run up and flank with Bright Shot, or not Bright Shot, Red Blow, and take my hand axe out and swing.
Very
For
godly
a-
weapon indeed.
Thank you. 16 to hit
That hits.
for 7 slashing.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Okay. We're going to bonus action disengage. And
Which one?
move the one that's between Wisp and Red Flow.
The archer that wants his archer shot.
And is going to run up to Bright Shot. Attack with their short sword.
They cannot get flanking.
What?
They are not flanked.
Yeah. But they do have pack tactics.
I know. It's like,
Natural 20.
fuck you.
Can I cast silvery barbs at second level, or is it only first level?
Okay, Silvery Barb sounds good. That turns it to a 17. Does that hit Bright Shot?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's very, very good because that's a sneak attack that you cancel a crit on. So it's really good. So that's yeah. Instead of 28 damage, it is 15 damage.
They're down.
Okay. But not killed, which they might have. I don't even know. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, they're just down by 1 HP.
Okay. And then Hector.
I'm going to immediately go to stab the rat closest to me.
All right.
There
There's
you go.
one right there. Let's go.
Hector, don't forget to give advantage to someone for the silvery barbs.
Or you can take it for yourself. and
Oh,
use it.
I'll take it for myself because I needed it. I rolled a 10.
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
And now I got a 15.
There you go.
Alright, and I do a total of 7 damage.
All right. That rat is dead.
I'm just gonna like dump its carcass into the pit.
Go to the pit. Done.
And then with my bonus action, I am going to use another bardic inspiration to use Mantle of Inspiration. And I'm gonna give Wisp and Red Flow their temp HP, and I can't give it to Red Shot now, right?
Yeah, because Bright Shot is no longer. Actually, I think you can give it. It just does not resonate. It doesn't get them up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
So
They
get
can
it.
have it, but it doesn't. It just doesn't bring them up. Okay, cool.
I'll have it.
Um,
Can I also give it to myself if there's an extra like person I haven't given it to?
depends what the ability says.
I think Mantle Inspiration.
Up to
It
does-
says creatures you can see.
So yeah, you can see yourself.
All right. So
You're
yes,
not
I must-
blind, are you?
not this time. I'm gonna give myself that 5 as well, and use my reaction to get behind the rat closest to me.
Perfect.
But yeah, so Wisp and Red Flow can also use the reactions.
I use my reaction to move up to the one that disengaged.
Nice.
I will use my action to move up to Bright Shot.
Okay.
Could
Then-
you fly through over the pit in between the rat and Bright Shot?
Yeah.
All right. Red Flow, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go first. And I guess I'll take a swing at this rat.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what it will be. If this page loads. Alright. A swing. A 21 to hit
That hits.
for 11 damage.
Nice.
That'll be all I could do, and then I guess I'll make a death save for Bright Shot.
Yep.
D20, blue. 49.
Okay.
That'll be the end of my turn.
So one fail for Bright Shot. Okay, so it's Rattling. A few Rattlings left. Facing off here. We'll attack Hector. A little bit of a bite. That's a 21 to hit.
Ow! Stop! Go away.
That is 3 piercing damage. And Wisp.
All right. I will use my spiritual weapon to move over and attack the one that just bit Hector.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, rolling. And then for my action, while this keeps rolling, I'm just going to cast Spare the Dying on Bright Shot. So there we go.
Okay.
And 16 to hit.
Hits.
For 7 force damage.
Nice. Which one was getting attacked?
The one that's on Hector.
Okay, the one by Hector is disintegrated.
And yep, and then I Spare the Dying on Bright Shot, and that's my turn.
Got it. And Desperation. Just gonna go ahead and attack Bright Shot. Not Bright Shot. Red Flow. For a 19 to hit.
I'll do it.
Okay. That is 11 piercing damage.
Still up.
And then it misses for Hector's turn.
Hector is going to close in on it with his spear, trying to impale it into the ground for his first attack.
Nice.
And he rolls a dirty 20.
Yes, roll that damage.
That would be 5 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
He's going to just impale it from head to it's like the spear goes to the top of its head to the bottom, just deep into the stone, just sticking it in there.
Perfect.
And he's gonna just stick it over the edge and start trying to kick it off the spear.
I love it. And with that, you look and there seems to be no more enemies here. What would you like to do?
Sit down for a second.
Anybody else?
So what do you think of Drakenheim so far?
Oh, just how I remember it. Rat
Really?
people. No. Who needs health potions? We got a couple. 3 left, I think.
I mean, yeah, we are beat up.
I'll be fine.
I'll drink my greater healing potion that I have. I literally rolled 3 2s and then a 3.
If you don't mind, I'll take one of the
for 13 HP.
Nice.
So, what do I roll for this healing potion that the lady gave us?
It is 2d4 plus 2.
8 health. I never get used to the fact that just drinking something just makes you feel better. It's like healthy alcohol.
And then I'll use restorative ointment, a charge of it, to regain 10 health.
If we're all gonna be honest here, I didn't lead us into the trap. Therefore, it wasn't my fault, and we should continue.
I totally agree.
I have won the favor of my goddess. Though, I must say, should we be in another fight, I don't think it will bear well for us. I'm all out of tricks for now.
Yeah, I'm not doing so good on myself. I feel pretty tapped for my reservations, but maybe we should try to find this giant piece of meteor and just grab it and go.
Yeah, I think that would be a great plan.
From this large den that you have found, it seems like there is more tunnels going to the southwest and to the northwest.
Could I use investigation to see if I could find a way to discern where maybe a lot of energy or creepiness factor is coming from, or is it just kind of I wouldn't know.
Give me an investigation check.
13.
13. Looking carefully, you see there are deep marks of something heavy being dragged that go to the southwest.
Redflow, Wisp. There seems to be tracks of something heavy going to the southwest, but we can't be sure if that really is the crystal. But best lead we have, as I'm not familiar enough with Delirium.
Oh. I say we move silently and try to find out, at least. Because if these things are magical, creatures might, attract to them. Whatever these rat things are. So,
Yeah.
hopefully there's no more of them, but...
Well, if there is, I've learned I'm very handy with the spear. As he goes and he puts it back in his bag.
All right. Anything before you'd go to the southwest?
I got
I guess I'll use another restorative ointment to get Bright Shot up to 15 HP.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna save the rest for in case we all start dying horribly.
Which sounds like it's gonna happen, all things considered.
Okay. So you follow the tracks down, and the tunnels here, you continue to hear the chittering and the chattering, the echoing of rat activity. And there's a way west and a way east. You can still see the heavy drag marks that go west if you want to follow those.
Are we confident that we should go west here? Wisp, I ask for your divine guidance.
Yes.
West it is. I'm going to cast light again just to create the one card glowing, just so that we don't lose like our way. I'm gonna take it slow to try to look for traps or like uneven footing ground and stuff.
Mm-hmm. An eye out. So going about 40 feet, you start to come to a series of smaller tunnels that are only about 5 to 3 feet wide that kind of come off of this main one. 6 in total, though the heavy object seems to have been dragged past all of them and not into any of them. Do you want to
Can I look up?
continue or do you want to explore?
What happens if I look up?
Look up, there's nothing above you.
Dang it. There's a reason I never became a detective. So the track marks just kind of like stop, like they don't.
No, they continue past all of these.
Gonna continue to follow the tracks. I don't want to be here much longer than if I have to, please.
Please, good. And following all the tracks, you follow it again to a west versus an east passage before you come to a spacious chamber. And it's a large and sumptuous basket nest. Woven over the nest is a canvas made from stitched together scraps of fine cloth, twigs, and choice leaves. Before the nest is a rough stone plinth, upon which is a hunk of silvery rock about a foot wide. A protruding delirium crystal is embedded in its surface. And that is where we'll end for today.
We
Hooray.
lived!
Yay.
I have scar wounds now. My perfect chest.
Oh, really good. Oh man. Well, I tell you, Gleo, you have come on this. It is the Monday tradition of having amazing players who understand how things work, and you did really well. Loved everything we saw. I thought it was really, really good. And you're in good company with these crew. I'd say good in a way maximizing mechanics to make things work, and that is what is the only way to survive in Drakenheim. So very good.
I noticed when I had to start like looking over here, just like scrolling, like min-maxing all of my spells, like
It is a deal. But yeah, anyone watching, thank you so much. We're going to log off and we're going to do our review. But those of you who want to see more, we can see you back here next week. Y'all have a good one. Bye.